Arrow and Officer Mike. It is very early in the morning. Everyone in the house is still asleep. A large black and tan German Shepherd is lying on the floor by Officer Mike's bed. The alarm rings. Officer Mike reaches down to pet his dog Arrow. Arrow is a police dog, also known as a canine officer. When Officer Mike puts on his uniform with a silver badge on his chest, Arrow jumps up, ready to have his wide black leather collar with a police badge on it slips over
I read that word all the way from the kitchen.
Head. He knows this will be a work day. Work and play. Officer Mike and Arrow are partners. They work together. They practice together. They play together. Arrow, with his powerful nose, can do many things Officer Mike cannot. He can sniff and find lost children. He can sniff and find lost things. Police dogs are very strong and well trained. They have to be ready to go anywhere they are needed. They can be very fierce?
Yes.
Fierce when they are helping to catch criminals. They can run faster than any human being, but when police dogs are not working, they are gentle pets that like to have their tummy scratched. Arrow's most important jobs are to help and to protect his partner. Officer Mike, together, Arrow and Officer Mike patrol in all kinds of weather. Some weeks they patrol from early morning until dinner time. Some weeks they sleep in the daytime and work at night. This is the page. Okay. On duty. Arrow is always charged to jump into the back of the police car. Officer Mike's car is different from other police cars. There is no back seat. The floor is flat and covered with carpet for Arrow to lie on. There is a water bowl built into the floor and a small fan keeps Arrow cool in the summer. Screens cover the windows so no one can reach in and pet Arrow. When Arrow is on duty, he's not allowed to play. Officer Mike sits in the driver's seat, but Arrow will not let anyone else sit in the front until Officer Mike tells Arrow it is okay. Arrow knows that one of his jobs is to protect the police car. When Officer Mike leaves the car, he either opens the front window or for Arrow to jump through, or uses a remote control to open the back door when he needs Arrow's help. Next page. Time for a break. When Arrow and Officer Mike have been in a police car for a few hours, Arrow will need to take a break. Arrow pushes his head against his partner's hand to let him know. Officer Mike parks the cruiser as soon as he can and says to Arrow, "Go be a dog." Arrow knows he'll also have time to explore a little and maybe chase a tennis ball while they are stopped. By the way,
You're doing good, honey. Really good.
he pushes his head, the dog, his head against his head means he wants to take a break. Okay, signals and commands. Officer Mike can talk to Arrow in different ways.
Wait, signs and commands.
Signs and commands.
Keep going.
Officer Mike can talk to Arrow in different ways. One way is to use hand and arm signals. When Mike's hand is outstretched, it means stay. When Mike's arm is reached, it means sit. When his hand is flat, it means down. Arrow is very loyal to Officer Mike and wants to obey him. He likes to hear the words "good dog." He tries to please the partner his partner all the time. Arrow can understand short commands like find him or stop him, and no barking. Arrow can also understand some commands in
Where are you? Spell it.
CZECH.
Check.
Checks.
Wait, where are you?
Right there.
Understand commands and check? It's Czechoslovakian, but I don't know why they would abbreviate it Czech for a child.
Czechoslovakian.
The language spoken where he was born and where he began his training as a police dog. Yeah, Czechoslovakian.
Just gonna read half of this. page and I'm going to stop, okay? Like and subscribe, just so you know. I'm still going to be reading, okay? So, Canine training. Arrow's training never ends. Serval? I guess several, I don't know, several times a month, Arrow and Officer Mike train with other officers and their canine partners. One exercise the police dogs is to run through a obstacle course. The dogs practice getting over, under, around, through difficult spots. Arrow had to learn how to walk on a down very steep open stairs. He also had to... Luna, stop! That was my dog. Okay, I'll just read that. Okay. Arrow had to learn how to walk up and down very steep open stairs. He also had to learn to walk over a large open grating. The kind you often see on city streets. At first,
Where are you? Where are you? At first, he spread his paws.
First, he spread his paws to help keep his balance. His large bag.
His leg. Where are you?
There.
His legs began to quiver.
His legs began to quiver, and he whined a frightening cry, and he had to practice over and over. Officer Mike kept saying, "Good boy, you can do it." Arrow was brave and trusted his partner, but he still does not like open gratings or steep stairs.